So our topic po for today is pattern in nature and human population. Under in the chapter 1, lesson 2, the nature of mathematics. So in this topic, we'll talk about the overview and the nature and also the math no in our environment in our surroundings. So yun, no? And also the nature po. So at the end of the lesson, so you will be able to describe no the frequent observed patterns in nature. And number two, describe the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio and it generates. And C, describe the frequently observed patterns in human population and patterns that comes a result of human interactions. And that would be our objective for today. And please take note my discussion and kindly bring your notebook and ballpen to take note my discussions po. So first, now let's define pattern. So as you can see here in our world, we have different patterns. Okay, so all right, now students, let's begin with the word pattern. Now, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, a pattern is a particularly way something is done, organized, and particular way something happens. And in this lesson, we will focus on the patterns. And yung tanong dito, no, now, why is this important in mathematics, yung pattern? Because when we answering the pattern, patterns are everywhere and also they abound in nature. When we study the patterns, we are really studying how things are organized, repeated, or structured. And in this lesson, we will focus on the patterns in nature, and to make it clearer, we will divide them into two main sections. First, let's discuss the pattern in nature in the living things and in the non-living things. So first, no, in the living things, we will exclude the humans, no, so we can focus on the plants and animals. And in the non-living things, such as shells, crystals, and even the weather informations. Okay, first is okay. So the patterns among the living things are not explained by the mathematics alone. No? So in the biology, explain these patterns through two natural laws. Okay, so first law in the pattern, the law of nature is evolution. So organisms develop physical and behavioral traits to survive and reproduce according to who is the father of the evolution po? Si sino 'yon? Si Charles Darwin, no? Okay, so yun. The organism develop physical and behavioral traits to survive and reproduce. As you can see, the top predator nowadays is the human, no? The human being. So as you can see, yung human being is started from the monkey, no? And from the time passed by, no? A million years, thousand years, yung merong evolution in the human being. So naging tao na, no? Naging tao na from the monkey, no? And the law of preservation. So the threats give an advantage are preserved and passed on to the offspring. That is preservation, no? To prevent, to produce the human being. And the first pattern in the living things, as you can see, it involves math, no, is the honeycomb. No? So the nest built by bees and it is made from the beeswax and is composed of cells in the shape of the hexagon and sometimes pentagon or heptagon. So among the polygons, the hexagon holds the largest space while using the less material. No? This means bees can store more honey but use the less wax. And that's why we call the optimization in math. Bakit naging optimization po ito, no? See, in optimization in math, so we're going to maximize no the space and optimize kung business siya to optimize the cost, no? So that is optimization. Okay? And the tiger stripes naman, no? This tiger stripes, no? The stripes on the tiger are in general, no, evenly spaced and perpendicular to the spine. Okay? And the stripes help with the camouflage, no, of the tiger or any animals, no? Even the dog, no, merong stripes, no? Itong ginatawag na to Philippine native dog. No, so as you can see, the native dog, no, here in the Philippines, meron siyang stripes, no. So the stripes help, no, to the animals to camouflage, no, in the environment, no. Kapag makikita sila, so 'di ba, yung mga target nila, yung to be hunted, no, by the, so talagang lalayo yan, no. So that's why, no, merong camouflage. So they allow the tiger, you know, to blend with its environment. And of course, no, so let's talk about the pattern, no. So the hyenas naman, the hyenas spots, these patterns can the highness spots, no, the spots on the highness are shaped and distributed in patterns that help also with camouflage, and the same as tiger. And the zebras use the stripes, no? 'Di ba yung zebras natin makikita natin, no? Walang zebra dito here in the Philippines, ha. Siguro merong zebra pero sa mga zoo na, no? So siguro nandun yan sa mga temperate, no? Temperate region. So the zebra stripes appear as the alternating sequence of black and white stripes, and they help with camouflage, but also helps with thermal conduction. So aside for the camouflage in the environment, yung stripe ng zebra is to help with the thermal conduction po. And that is pattern. That is pattern in nature, you know, in the animals. And of course, we have the sunflower. So look closely at the sunflower, no. Its seeds grow in spiral pattern. 'Di ba nakikita na kayong mga meron na ba kayong nakitang mga sunflower class here in the Philippines po?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as you can see, no, yung seeds po dito sa sunflower po, naka-spiral 'yan, yung arrangement ng seeds. So later on, we will be discussing the golden angle of the sunflower, or the golden ratio in the sunflower po, no. So the sunflower displays many patterns, and the most prominent among them are the intersecting families of the spirals. So, and next naman, the Nautilus shell, no. Pwede rin mga garden snail, no. Natong ginapatay, no. So the garden snail, medyo awkward yung pagtingin natin sa shell, no, ng mga garden snail, no. The garden snail naman po, students, the Nautilus shell has the shape of spiral, and the radius of the shell increases in length as the mollusk grows in size inside the shell. So in the Nautilus shell, meron po yung mga golden ratio po. So later on, I will be discussing what is the fixed value ng golden ratio. And another one, the flowers petal. Okay, in the number of the flowers petal po, students, often follows the Fibonacci sequence. Some flowers have three petals. No, meron ba kayong nakitang mga three petals lang, no? Tulo lang, no? And tatlong petals. And some flowers have three petals, no? And number one example of the three petals is yung mga lilies, lilies flower. Ano. And others have the five petals naman, mga buttercups, hibiscus, or wild roses. So they have five petals. And many have eight petals, no? Like delphinium flower, yan. Or mga 13 petals naman, like marigolds, no? So, 13 petals po. And the higher Fibonacci numbers also appear, 21 petals, like mga daisy flower, 34 petals naman, mga aster flower, or 55 or even 89 petals is the sunflower. And this happens because of the Fibonacci sequence from 0 to 21 and so on. And the related golden angle is 137.5 degree, and help flowers arrange petals efficiently to capture the maximum sunlight and space. So the fact that the flower petals follow the 3, 5, 8, 13, it is not random po, class, no? It's nature way of applying applying mathematics for the survival and beauty, and also the aesthetic appeal, no, of the flowers po. Okay, next naman yung honeycomb, no? The honeycomb, yung arranging ng ng ah, beeswax ng honeycomb, no? So, the bees collect nectar, no? So, as you can see, yung main purpose ng bees po is to collect the nectar, no, from the flowers and deposit them, no, in the honeycombs made from the beeswax. Now, the bees harvest this nectar to collect honey. So, that is the goal, no, of the bees. And according to the Roman scholar, no, from the first century, suggested in his book, The Agricultura, or yung meaning dyan is on agriculture, yung honeycombs po class are built from the hexagonal cells, which provide the most efficient design and also for the optimization design. And the honeycombs are built from the hexagonal cells, which provide the most efficient design. And among all polygons, the hexagonal encloses the largest space within the circle. And bees can store more honey while using the less amount amount of wax. And as you can see, yung wax po dito class, yung mga barrier po no barrier ng bahay nila, no. Yung sa polygon ba? Okay, so that is the wax, no. Okay, so we have the example, no, ng solving for the honeycomb, no. So suppose you have a circle of radius 1 centimeter, each of which will then have an area of 5 centimeters square unit. We are then going to fill a plane with the circles using a square packing and hexagonal packing. So let's try, no, to solve the beeswax. Ito. Using the packing problem. So take note that the radius of this circle po class, take note yung radius po is half the diameter, no? Di pag sinasabing diameter is point to point ng circumference, no? And it intersect into the center point ng circle. Yan po yung diameter. Pag half ng circle po, that is radius. Okay. Yan po yung radius. Wait lang ha. Ito. Where is my pen? Okay. So ito po, from the center point hanggang sa circumference, yan po yung radius. And take note that the radius is 1 centimeter. 1 cm yan. Okay, so we're then going to fill a plane, no? So take note how to solve the area of a circle. No? How to solve the area of the circle. 'Di ba yung circle, yung to solve the area of the circle is uh, pi r squared, 'di ba? Yung formula, no? Pi r squared. Okay. So take note that the radius of the circle is 1 cm, no? So, 'yon, pi, lagyan mo lang, substitute mo lang yung 1 to the power of 2. So, automatically, the area of this circle is pi centimeter square unit. Ah, so, wag mo na lang lagyan ng, do not write any 1 pi centimeter square unit. Automatically, pi r squared na, pi centimeter square unit na lang. No? Or, di ba, ano yung value ng pi? Di ba, yung value ng pi is 3.1416. No? That is irrational. No? Irrational number po yung pi. No? Non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. Okay, so take note that this area is 1 pi square unit. Pi centimeter square unit. And to solve the area of the square, no, to solve this area, no. So we're going to to solve po. What if yung packing ng yung packing ng base is circle? Ano yung percentage ng area? No, meron bang mga waste area? So yan po yung tanong dyan class, no? Meron po bang mga waste area? To solve that one, so take note that we have the area of a circle, di ba? Yung area ng circle is 5 centimeter square unit. So take note, we need to solve the area of the square. No, how to solve the area of the square? Di ba yung formula to solve the area of the square is s to the power of 2. So 'di ba? Yung side, no? Yung side dito is 1 centimeter, yung radius, i-add lang natin sa another radius. No? 1 plus 1, di ba? 2. So, 2 to the power of 2 is 4. That is why 4 centimeter square unit yung area ng square. So, i-divide lang natin, no? 3.14 divided by 4. So, ano yung sagot dyan? 0.78, no? 54. So, times 100. So, meron po siyang approximately 78.54%. So, take note, yung na-covered na area for the honeycomb packing, no, is for kung if circle po yung gagamitin nila, no, is 78.54. So, it means meron pong 21% na wasted area. Okay, nagets nyo po, no? So, later on, siguro mag-assignment ako sa inyo, no? Kukuha kayo ng bahay ng lampinig, no? So, i-solve ninyo, no? Kung na-maximize ba yung area. Okay, sige. Para ma-enjoy, no? Para, kan ba? Real application in math. Okay, so for a hexagonal naman, so i-solve natin, i-prove natin na kung ilang percent po ba yung ma-locate ng hexagonal packing. Okay, let's try to prove it, no? So take note that the hexagonal packing, no, we can think of each hexagon. And in this hexagon, meron po tayong equilateral triangles. No, naka-form tayo ng hexagon and sa ilang circle? Sa 7 circles, no? So take note that this hexagon po class, meron siyang anim na equilateral triangle. Kasi yung hexagon natin is regular. No? Regular man yung hexagon. So, meron po siyang na-create na anim na equilateral triangle. Pag equilateral triangle, that is equal yung side ng triangle. So, first is to solve the area of its triangle. Now, what is the area of its triangle? So, to solve the equilateral triangle, ito yung formula. Formula yan, no? Constant yan, no? Cannot be changed. Okay, so side squared times square root of 3 divided by 4. So take note that the side of this triangle is meron po tayong 2 centimeter. No? Okay. Okay, because each radius meron po siyang 1 centimeter. No? 1 plus 1 lang 2 centimeter. So each side ng triangle is 2 centimeter. Okay, substitute lang po, no? 2 centimeter to the power of 2, copy mo lang yung exponent times square root of 3 divided by 4. Constant po itong 4, no? So first, to solve this numerator, 2 times 2, we have 4. Times the square root of 3, copy mo lang yung 4, 4. So take note class, ma-divide yan. 4 divided by 4, pila man? 1. Oh, lain po dug 2, no? 4 divided by 4 is automatically 1. So wag mong lagyan ng 1, no? Square root of 3. So automatically square root of 3 centimeter square unit. So each triangle po is meron po siyang square root of 3 centimeter square unit. So meron po tayong anim na triangle. So this hexagon meron po siyang 6 square root of 3 centimeter square unit. Yung area, no? Sa hexagon. And after that, the area of hexagon is 6 square root of 3 centimeters square unit. And the area of a circle, bakit naging 3? Di ba 5 centimeters square unit lang yung area? So, take note class, pag i-count natin yung circle dito, count natin yung circle dito. Dito. No. Balikan natin. Ilang percent po yung area ng circle dito? Di ba? Take note. 1, 2, 3. Di ba? Pag i-combine natin yung 3 circles, automatically maka-form siya ng isang circle. Right? No. Oh, no. Yes na lang. Okay. Okay, next is 1, 2, 3 sa may lower side, no. Inside the hexagon, maka-formulate siya ng isang circle. So meron tayong dalawang circle. And isang circle po dito, no, sa center. So tatlong circle. So automatically 3 pi centimeter square unit po yung nabuo, no, sa area of a circle. So, i-divide lang natin no area of a circle divided by area of the hexagon. So, ito uh, yung area of a circle and the area of the hexagon, no. 3 times 3.14 3.14 po ito yung value ng pi, no? We have 9.42. And 6 times the square root of 3, gamitan mo lang ang calculator, 10.39. I-divide mo lang yan, class, no? Times na 0.9, divide mo yan, 0.966 times 100, automatically 90.66%. So, thus, so the best uh, maximization area is yung hexagon. Take note, class, 10% lang po yung wasted area. And unlike in the first problem is 78 point, no, something yung nakuha na area. So meron siyang 20% na wasted area. So so it means, sir, yung beast po is makasolve siya. No, no, hindi yan, no. Beast cannot do math po, class, no. So by its nature, no. Yan po, by its nature. So amazing lang, no, di ba? So, mathematical background, no? So, the link between the unique shape of the honeycombs and the mathematical property of hexagon was formally stated, no, by Pappus of Alexandria. No? The last ancient Greek mathematicians pointed out that triangles that the triangles saan ako? The triangles, squares, and the hexagon are the only three regular polygons that can tile a plane without a gaps and overlaps. So it means, yung sabi ng Roman scholar si Varro and the Pappus of Alexandria noted that the hexagon is very special, no? And it can tile a plane without perfectly without gaps or overlaps, no? Unlike other shapes. No? This means the bespoke class can maximize space and minimize the wax. No, sayang kasi yung wax, no? No, na hindi ma-maximize yung space. Sayang talaga. Okay. And according naman dito kay William Kirby, no, the entomologist wrote the bees are. No, he said that the bees are heaven instructed by math. Okay? And the Darwin later explained that the bees start with circular cells that naturally transform into hexagon through building sync, not the planning. And for choosing the design of hexagon, the honeybees must be imbued with the natural wisdom because it is the hexagon that holds the largest quantity of honey given a limited amount of beeswax. Very limited kasi na yung beeswax ng bees po, students. Limited lang po siya. So dapat even limited yung wax mo, dapat ma-maximize yung space. So that is the purpose po ba, no, na na formulate ng beeswax and ng honeycomb po. And si according naman dito sa mga other philosophers, no, si Charles Darwin, okay? Um Charles Darwin, the father of evolution, take note ha, was fascinated by honeybees. He wanted to know that do do bees plant po ba their hexagonal honeycombs or it is something that they just do naturally. According sa kanyang book on the origin of species, the Darwin po explained that the building hexagonal cells is instinctive, not deliberate. The bees don't know geometry, di ba? The way humans do. No, instead, the process begins with bees making circular cells. As they continue building and pressing against each other, these circles gradually adjust into hexagon. And the most efficient shape, so the hexagon is not planned, no, but it emerges naturally from the bees. So it means daw, class, yung paggawa ng honeycomb, no, 'di ba, is hindi po daw ah, hindi po daw ka ng yung sinasabi nito na logical reasoning. Sabi niya dito is parang evolution lang daw, no? Siyempre, father of evolution. So yung first na nagawa ng yung Beast class is nag-start daw ng circle. So later on, no, naging meron po siyang evolution gradually, naging hexagon na daw. No, so yan po yung according sa kanyang sinabi ni Charles Darwin. So emerges naturally lang daw, no, from the beast behavior and the physics of wax, no. This shows us that nature often produces mathematically perfect patterns without conscious design. Naturally lang daw, class, no, na nagawa nagawa yung hexagonal pattern sa bis po. And yung optimization in math, no, so it's very important, no, in us, no. So it is a subdomain of applied mathematics that helps in decision making, aim at efficiency, and the goal of optimization po class is to maximize the profit, no, in business, and optimize to minimize the cost. So it means pag ganito po yan, no, so in business, the companies optimize profit by reducing the cost. Pag business, no, so dapat yung ma-maximize ang profit, no, so dapat malaki yung income and yung less expenses lang po siya. So yan po yung optimization in math. No, hindi po pwede class, no, na mataas yung expenses natin, no? And yung income natin is mababa lang, no? 'Di ba? Meron po tayong mga taxes or 'di ba any other needs natin, no, na kailangan bayaran. So dapat ma-maximize yung profit into business. Okay? And cost natin is mababa lang pag business, no? In the transportation naman class, pag optimization po, uh, in transportation, routes are optimized to save time and fuel. 'Di ba meron tayong mga shortcut, 'di ba? Kung pupunta tayo sa ating destination like pupunta tayo sa Jimultagom, no? So how will we uh, travel in that location, no? Kung yung dadaanan natin is kung pupunta pa tayo sa Carmen, 'di ba? So yung shortcut natin is daan tayo sa Kinamayan, no? Salvation. So that is optimization, no? Para ma-reduce natin yung costing fuel, no? To save time. That is optimization. Even in the daily life, we optimize by choosing the fastest way to do tasks, no? Even your assignment, 'di ba? You are answering your assignment using your AI, no? AI tools, no? To optimize your time, no? Yan. So the honeycomb is not just a natural wonder po, no? It also a living example of how mathematics guides efficiency in decision making. And another example naman class, no, in the pattern po is yung hexagon in nature, no. Another type po is dragonflies eyes. So we can't see the eyes of butterfly class, no, if we are not using the microscopic, no. So dapat magamit tayo ng microscope materials po dito. As you can see, if we're going to zoom, no, this yan, 'di ba? Naka-hexagonal pattern 'yan. Okay, no. Amazing. So the hexagons are not unique to bees, no. Nature uses this shape in many other places. For example, the compound eyes of the dragonfly are made up of thousands of tiny hexagon lenses. This design allows the dragonfly to have a very wide field of vision. Siguro 360-degree yung vision nito, no? Kasi naka-hexagonal pattern yung design nasa lenses ng butterfly. This allows the dragonfly to have a very wide field of vision, helping it spot the prey and avoid predators. Another example is the extinct algae species called the how to pronounce this one, cytopel cytopilum, no? Cytopilum hexagonum, okay, which also form in hexagon shapes. This example show us the hexagon is universal solution in nature. It provides the strength, the efficiency, and the balance of our nature, whether in an insect, in the plants, or any other microscopic organism. And animal camouflage, no? So, parang nag so merong redundancy, no, sa topic natin. So let's proceed na lang, no, in the next topic. According to Alan Turing, no, another philosopher, the 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 let's connect with the animal patterns to mathematics, no. So you might know the Alan Turing as the man who helped to break the Nazi Enigma code during the World War II, but he also contributed to the biology Turing suggested that animal stripes and spots are formed by two special substances called morphogenes, no? So, yan po yung tawag dyan, no? Kindly take note ka according sa kanya, morphogenes po yan. And these morphogenes spread through the embryo and interact, no? And one activates the appearance of the color is the pattern, and other inhibits it. And this push and pull effect described into the reaction and diffusion equations and explain why animals develop irregular patterns like tiger stripes, zebra stripes, or hyena spots. So behind the beauty of animal skin, the pattern is mathematical model that nature follows. So it means, according to Alan Turing, that the pattern of the animal's class is activate the appearance of color pattern. So it means siguro sa mga hyena po or sa mga tiger po, no, kung nandun sila sa kanilang environment na medyo mainit. So natural lang ba, no? Nag-exist lang naturally po by its nature. 'Yon, no. Oo. Actively creating lang po ba, no? Para maka-camouflage siya or naka-inhibit lang po, no? 'Yan. And yung sunflower pattern naman po, students, many flowers have petals, no? 'Di ba? Yung sabi ko kanina, 3, 5, 8, 13 or walang 1 naman, no? Nag-start yan, nag-start yan sa 3, no? 3, 5, 18 or 13 and so on. So this number of look familiar, no, in every plant, no? And they are part of the Fibonacci sequence. And this arrangement helps to the flower to maximize the exposure to the sunlight for the photosynthesis process, and might explain why flowers grow in such beautiful patterns. And dito po, this angle is sa mga sunflower po class, no, form of 137.5 degree and is called the golden angle. Meron pong golden angle, no, na ma-form dito sa sunflower. And dito naman sa Nautilus shell, no, meron po siyang, even the Nautilus shell po, yung pattern sa kanyang shape is parang sa sunflower class, no? Naka-spiral yan. 'Di ba sa sunflower, yung arranging sa seeds po is naka-spiral. Dito po sa Nautilus shell po, naka-spiral po yan. Meron po yung 138 golden ratio angle. And siya po yung rason po, no, to discover the sequence, and that sequence called Fibonacci sequence. Okay. So the Fibonacci sequence po class, a list of numbers starting with 0 or 1. Each next number is the sum of previous two number. So take note, if we're going to solve this one, so we're going to add ng, no. Okay? 0 and 0 plus 1, automatically 1. Okay? 1 plus 1, add lang natin yung last two digit number. 1 plus 1 is automatically is equal to 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. And 5 plus 3 is 8. And 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. Ang nakadiscover po dyan plus is si Leonardo Fibonacci, no? Hindi ayan, Leonardo Fibonacci class, no? Fibonacci. So, named after Leonardo Fibonacci, an Italian mathematician, and he introduced the the book, the Liber Abbasi, no, in 2002, 1202 po. Book promoted the Hindu-Arabic number system which was more efficient than Roman numeral. Siya po yung nakadiscover about the Fibonacci sequence. And Fibonacci illustrated the sequence with a problem about the rabbit population growth. Each month, the number of rabbits pair is equal to the sum of the rabbit pairs from the two previous months. As you can see, ito yung rabbit, no? Meron po tayong number of pairs, no? Dito, no? So, meron tayong isang pair po, no? After 1 month po class, no? Medyo igat-igat yung rabbit, no? Kaya after 1 month, makaproduce na siya ng another pair of rabbit. So meron siyang Fibonacci dito, no? Ayan. Another pair of rabbit po, no, in the next month. In the third month naman, no, 1 plus 1 automatically is equal to 2. No, makagawa siya ng another pair of rabbit, no. Next naman is yung 1 plus 2 automatically 3. No, 3 pairs of rabbit, and 3 plus 2 automatically 5. So that's why class no, meron pong mga business owner na naga-breeding ng rabbit. Medyo may kamahalan po yung rabbit and healthy to eat po yung rabbit. Yung sad part lang nito no, basta ihawin daw yung rabbit class is umiiyak daw yung rabbit. Mamuhilak daw na sila no pag ihawon siya. Wag na ibuot ba ang rabbit. Unang wala ko kaon rabbit. Di po gana mo kaon no. And yung Fibonacci spiral no. And this spiral is also called the golden spiral. Is one which get wider by a factor equal to pi. Ito yung golden ratio po student ha na formula. Okay, pi po yan. No? Pi is approximately 1.618 for every quarter turn it makes. No? Ito yung ratio formula. Kindly take note yung formula. A plus B is equal to A is equal to A over B. No? So try natin i-solve no using the golden ratio ang re, tawag to rectangle. Ito. Ito. So let's try to solve no. So ito yung um, A natin, no. Ito yung A, 30 for A and B. Ito yung A, yung biggest area no, 34. So A 34, yung A, value ng A 34 and value of our B is 21. So take note class using this ratio po formula, 34 plus 21 divided by A divided by 34 is equal to 34 divided by 21, no? If you're going to solve that one, ang yung sagot diyan class is 1.618. So try niyo i-solve 34 plus 21, 55 divided by 34, 1.6. No, 34 divided by 21 is 1.6. So ganyan po yung no yung golden ratio ng rectangle. So take note is it will start no into 1 no dito no dito sa may center point no meron siyang 1 2 1 plus 2 3 3 plus 5 8 8 plus 5 13 13 plus 8 21 and 21 plus 13 34 no bisag mo dako pa ng angle ana ayahang area na class no? Automatically using the formula of a plus b divided by a is equal to a over b automatically yung sagot diyan is 1.618. That is a golden ratio, no? So makikita natin 'yan, no, sa mga spiral like sunflower seeds, the the snails, no. Yes, Elisano.
Sir, how about we are going to apply A plus B plus C? Or let's say, tulo kabok na ang gipangita pod nga ano, sir.
Ibang usapan na 'yan.
Ah,
Ibang usapan na 'yan, no. 'Yan lang. So yun po na derive na formula, no, doon sa Fibonacci sequence. A plus B over A. Yun. And the golden angle naman class, no. So ito yung mga golden angle, no? So we don't need to dig deeper na lang dito class ha, parang mag-solve na po tayo ng calculus dito. So take note, hindi po kayo major in math, no. So the golden angle is 137.5. So siguro gagamit tayo nito ng mga trigonometries ratios no to solve this one. And the formula is 360 degree times 1 minus 1 divided by pi, approximately 137.5 degree. So ito po makikita natin 'yan sa mga spiral like ito, yung sa seeds, golden angle, no. And sa mga golden angle, even in the divine, yung sa divine illustration, tong duha ka angels, no, naka golden angle 'yon, no. sa kanilang painting. Even mga Parthenon buildings, mga Roman Catholic buildings po class, no, naka-apply po yan ng golden ratio, no. Next is the pentagram, no. So saan po ito makikita na symbol, yung pentagram? Pag nakikita ko to sa mga devils, no, mga devils na
Mga devil, sir.
ano po?
Devil symbols.
Oh, devil symbols na yung pentagram.
Mga
So meron po yung mga calculations, no. So the pentagram is the star formed by connecting the five equally spaced point in a circle. Inside, we can see the golden ratios and the golden triangles. Inside the pentagram. Now, the pentagram was very important to the ancient Greeks because it represented the harmony and the proportion. And today, we still see it in the logos, design, and even in the national flags. Another nga, another sa national flags. Okay. Devil. Devil symbols, no? Sige, let's move on. And the patterns among the non-living things. So we're done po, no, in the living things. So siguro dito lang po tayo magtapos, no, in the non-living things. Medyo mataas po kasi dito. So dito lang po tayo mag-end, no, sa living things po. And i-off lang na ako kung recorded discussion. So meron po tayong part 2 na discussion for the chapter 1, lesson 2.